What's up, people? I'm finally back, sort of, I hope, I guess. I've been feeling sick ever since, well, actually before I started streaming on Saturday, and then afterwards I just felt so horrible, and I don't know what exactly happened, because during the stream I actually felt alright, and then when I sort of ended the stream, or when it was coming towards the end of the stream, like the final hour or something, started to feel a little bit worse, and then after that I just got fever, cold shakes, all that sort of stuff. And it just continued throughout the entirety of Sunday. And oh my god, I just absolutely can't stand and hate not being able to record or anything at all. Like, this is the worst illness that I've had probably since when I was traveling from the Netherlands to Philippines and then back to Hong Kong and back to Philippines in like a very short amount of time. And during that time, there was just one day. We was actually, unfortunately, the day when we went to Disneyland, so I kind of ruined that trip for a lot of people, fortunately. But yeah, during that trip I actually got really sick as well for like one day, and it was probably due to lack of sleep, jet lag, and just, I guess, lack of nutrition, food as well, that sort of stuff. But holy crap, I haven't felt that bad since then. So that was actually, I think, at least 2, perhaps 3 years ago or something, 2.5. But yeah, I'm feeling a bit better today. My voice, I still have sort of a sore throat, which you might be able to hear from my voice. Luckily, Katawa Shoujo doesn't put that much strain on my voice, but that's something that I've noticed as well. Sort of like the way that I record videos and talk throughout the videos, like doing different voices and what, I actually put kind of a bit of a strain on my voice, which I sort of feel at the end of long recording days as well. Like, for example, if I record 5 videos a day or something, I really start to feel it in my throat. So I actually have a lot of like cough drops and just things. I did drink and eat things to sort of soothe my throat as well, and that's something I feel like it's really important to me, that I just keep my throat in as good condition as possible. But it's really tough when you have a sore throat and start feeling sick like this. But yeah, I can't stand not being able to record for more than a day already. Like, yesterday was hell for me. Wanted to try it, but obviously couldn't, because the moment I just went out of bed, I was feeling cold, and I just couldn't sit at my computer. I just couldn't do anything other than lay in bed and try and catch some sleep, catch some rest. But yeah, I'm gonna try recording today. I'm at least going to record this one, Katawa Shoujo. It's probably not gonna be up at 6, but I have one more, No One But You, so that's gonna be up at 6, and then this one hopefully after. But perhaps, depending on how my voice feels after that, I'm gonna record one more of something. I don't know what yet, but I'm gonna just take things slowly while I'm recovering as well, and just try 1 or 2 videos a day. Tomorrow 1 or 2 videos, if not more, and just, slowly pick up the pace again. But let us continue. I wake up all sweaty, as if I had run half a marathon in my sleep. Odd, I don't recall sleeping badly. It sends a little pang of worry through me. I wouldn't want to have my heart acting up without being able to notice it. Still, apart from this odd exhaustion right after waking up, I'm feeling just fine. My mouth is like sandpaper, and I have nothing to drink, so I have to go all the way to the bathroom to take my meds. On impulse, I decide to take a shower while I'm at it. While I'm in the shower, I make up my mind that this counts as morning exercise if I properly compensate with a nice half-an-hour walk after school. Obviously, I wouldn't want to risk possible complications by going running now. Besides, Emmy will never know, and I think she's giving up on me in any case. No, don't give up on us, Emmy. You gotta fight for us. Push us back into the Emmy route. Walking could be nice anyway, just to get to know the area. There's a big forest in the hills behind the school, or I could go down to the convenience store. While still dabbing the moisture off my skin, I set out to find my uniform. I quickly button up my shirt and pull on my pants before going outside. Normally during this time of year, I'd be eagerly awaiting summer vacation. Having only been at school for a little over a week, I don't really have that kind of feeling. I'm still savoring the school life, and considering the sharp and awkward turn my life has taken, I hadn't had the time to become preoccupied with getting free of it. Besides, once vacations hit, it'll be a nice surprise for me if I'm not expecting it, especially with the end of the term exams looming ahead. At least I don't have any catching up to do with my studies. My diligence has finally paid off. I push myself past the boys gathered in the doorway and flop into my seat. From the corner of my eye, I can see Shizune and Misha pause their unavoidable animated conversation and turn almost simultaneously in my direction. They clearly want something from me. I can tell from the way Shizune smiles too. It's too obnoxiously bright to be sincere and too calculated to be spontaneous. Good morning. Her greeting is made of 100% cheer and bursting energy. Morning. I failed to put either of those into my response. You don't look very energetic. No wonder. I don't feel very energetic either. I think I didn't sleep well, but I'm not sure. She slaps me in the back and grins. Cheer up a bit. It's a great day. Oh my god, that voice is horrible. I try to do the best that I can with my strained throat. Oh god. I catch Shizune's eyes. She has a strange, focused expression on her face, but she furrows her brow a little at direct eye contact and looks away. For a moment, I think that Shizune caught a glimpse of my worries, somehow, and is pondering how to respond, but then she quickly straightens her glasses, and with them, her expression. Holy crap, there are gonna be a lot of cuts in here. You probably won't notice, or maybe you will if you really pay attention to it. I tried to make the cuts whenever they appear, that they're sort of not noticeable, but I'm coughing after like every 2 sentences or something, so I'm still gonna finish this video however, so I have to. Anyway, we were wondering if you're still interested in a student council position. Nope, because we're going to make an offer you can't decline. Wait, what? I wasn't really interested in the first place. You're putting words in my mouth. Not as such, but wouldn't it be nice to hang out with us every day while also being useful to your school? Well, to tell you the truth, I kinda joined the club, so it'd actually be sort of hard for me to join the council too, even if I wanted to, which I don't, as I said. Uh-oh, they're not gonna like this. Is that so? Which club is it, Hee-chan? The art club. Oh my god, look at how mad Shizune is. Shizune's eyes glint in a sinister way as she scowls at me. With the way she looks, I'll be expecting the art club to lose its funding before lunch break, or the art teacher to mysteriously disappear from the face of the earth. Before she manages to comment, the teacher finally enters the room, getting Shizune and Misha off my back, and sending everyone else rummaging in their bags for books and pens. I did join the art club, but the first meeting didn't really boost my confidence. I'm not really sure what I'm doing it for. I wish I could draw like Rin, but I don't know what I would do if I could. To what end would I use such a skill? I don't really know. Ignoring the teacher's sleep-inducing voice, I open my notebook to an empty page and press the needle-sharp graphite tip of the pencil onto it. What to draw? I can't really think of anything good to draw. As I hesitate and raise my hand, a meek black mark left on the previous blank paper seems aggravating. I can't even seem to get to the starting line, let alone get started. It's almost a physical feeling of being held back. Annoyingly, it reminds me of my failed attempt at jogging with Emmy. I look out of the window in desperation. Right then, a small bird takes flight from one of the cherry trees that grow everywhere on the school grounds. I can't really see it clearly, but it's not like I could tell one tiny bird from another, but I pick it up as my subject anyway. I have a feeling that just because that us getting into the art club and sort of trying our best to improve at it will help us understand Rin a lot, because what you saw him do there just now, right, was look at his surroundings, and then he picked sort of this one thing that really caught his eye, which was the bird. And that's sort of, I guess, as an artist, if you're not an artist, it seems really strange, but as an artist, like we're sort of trying to think as an artist, I think right now, then you sort of really start to understand that, and you sort of see like, hey, that's what Rin sort of does sometimes as well. So you sort of start to understand of the mindset of her a little bit. So yeah, I can definitely see it more coming together now. Conjuring up the image of a bird in my mind's eye, I turn my gaze back to the notebook and deliberately draw a thick line across the paper to get started. It seems to be mocking me, as I can't follow up right away. Still, it's a start. Getting started is good. I slowly sketch the picture of the notebook page, the image in my brain becoming clearer as the drawing takes shape. It's really nothing, just that nameless nothing bird on paper, but that's not important. Wow. It went from just lines of like the outer shape to actual detailed lines on the legs and everything. Damn. My hesitation fades into the background along with the teacher's voice as I continue my struggle. The feathers form a simple pattern in my mind, but on paper, it's a mess of too many rough lines despite my best efforts. I don't know, that actually looks pretty nice. Like you see actually like the different feathers in the birds, in the wing I mean, and the tail as well. It doesn't look bad. He's being really harsh on himself. I mean, I could definitely not draw this. I realized that I don't really know what a bird's wing should look like, even if I tried to think about it. I even put the pencil down and closed my eyes for a moment, trying to trace the shape of a wing in my mind. Being this serious about it all of a sudden makes me a little frustrated. Art class in middle school was the easy class, in between exhausting subjects like math or Japanese. But there's this other side to art, the one that you see when you don't just fool around. It's almost like a completely different thing. He-chan? I look up to see two girls staring back at me. Misha and Shizune have carried their chairs to my desk and are now standing by my sides, looking at my drawing. How long have you two been there? I think you need more practice. Shizune draws a few sharp signs in the air between herself and Misha. She-chan agrees. Rin said the exact same thing yesterday, but why did it sound less condescending? You shouldn't judge before I'm finished. Besides, don't you know it's bad luck to see an unfinished piece of work? That's the exact same thing that Rin said. Misha cracks in exuberant laughter. What? Don't be silly. There's no way that could be true. Whatever. Shizune's eyebrows furrow dangerously, and the movement of her hands become abrupt, like the slashing of a knife. You should learn to take constructive criticism better. I would if you'd actually offer some. That's true. I know I'm getting too defensive, and Shizune is taking advantage of it, but I can't help it. What are you two doing here anyway? Misha wags her finger admonishingly at my nose. He-chan, were you not listening to the teacher at all? Uh-oh. Group thingy again? Yep. We have a group assignment, now! I nod bleakly and let them take the lead. So, what do you think of the lesson for today? Not much of anything. I actually didn't listen to a word of it. Misha slaps her forehead and shakes her head theatrically. What are we going to do with you, He-chan? Luckily, Shizune and Misha together are more effective than 3 or 4 normal people, so I can mostly slack on the assignment. I try my best to offer at least some assistance, but I end up being mostly useless. The teacher keeps us in class 5 minutes past the lunch bells, but eventually lets us off the hook. I quickly stuff my books into my bag while Shizune and Misha carry their chairs back to their own seats. The failure of a bird drawing ends up crumpled and stuffed in my pocket as I hurry outside. I like drinking mint tea as well. Delicious mint tea. After After that morning class, and throughout the week, I keep bumping into Rin. Hello. This is somewhat natural, as our classrooms are adjacent, but rather than just cross paths in the hallway like people regularly do, we seem to pause at the sight of each other. We invariably end up talking a little bit, or just silently hanging out together. I think I'm getting used to being quiet in Rin's company, as it doesn't feel as awkward anymore. I am, by nature, somewhat introverted like her, so we fit together well. That's another thing. Like, yes, he's very different here as compared to when he was with Emmy, but I feel like a big part of that is because of Emmy. Emmy just brought him out of his shell a lot, mainly due to both the running and just Emmy's character, and I just feel like he really brought him out of her shell, or the other way around from her. She brought him out of his shell, and I feel like because the way that he is now really matches to how he spent his first week at the school, right? And then when you hang out with a person that's sort of similar, you're gonna stick to that, rather than if you were to hang out with a person that is not like that at all, then you would sort of, change along with them, even if it's just a little bit. So I feel like despite that it looks really contrasting the way he acts now and the way he acts with Emmy's route, I feel like it's still very, very fitting. I think it's actually an anomaly for someone in the school to be so quiet. Most people here seem to love socializing. It's something that I've noticed already. Even though I haven't been here very long, people here talk a lot, and they talk all of the time. It's a rare case when I see someone sitting alone, just spacing out or whatever. Obviously there are people like that here too. That Hanako girl, and myself, just to name two from our own class. But overall, they are a minority. At any rate, I wouldn't exactly call what Rin and I do socializing either, but it's something at least. These occurrences themselves don't bother me, but the fact that they happen at all does. I'd hesitate to say that we are drawn together by something, but we certainly act as if we were. However, the sense of a budding friendship is completely wrecked every time Rin opens her mouth. Can I listen to your heartbeat? Oh my god, the most random questions ever. She says this, or something else about as outrageous, and I have to fend off whatever nonsense her mind has cooked up during the preceding class of a subject that she is not interested in. It seems Rin has taken a shine to my heart condition as some kind of an extension of her interest in the other disabilities that people here have, and the consequences of said afflictions. As I stand in front of her for a second too long, looking as flummoxed as I am, she concludes it is necessary to further clarify her request. I know I can, but will you let me? Why? Do I need a reason? I'm usually pretty bad with reasons. Not per se, but if you want to do it, you probably do have a reason. That's kinda clever. You are smarter than you look. Also, I'd rather you not. I think these things should be private. Private? I get it. I can tell you something though, if it amuses you. I'm pretty sure it will. My heartbeat does sound very weird, because of the, condition. Wow, doesn't that just pique your interest more? And I hear it all the time. So you're paranoid? It's not a question, it's a statement. No, I'm not paranoid. The doctor said that abnormal attention to heartbeat is a common symptom of my condition. So, for you, it's normal to be paranoid. It's not a question either. One could also say that me being like this in the first place isn't normal either, but what the heck. Paranoid fits fine with me. I don't think it's something that actually can fit anyone or anywhere. I ate an orange today for breakfast. How was it? I'm vaguely proud of myself. managing to keep up with Rin's sudden change of topic. Excellent. I don't remember when I last ate an orange, because it's annoying to peel one. I can imagine for her. It's on the list of things I want to learn properly. How come you ate one then? Emmy had one, so she peeled one off for me. Good for you. Rin stretches her back and yawns and says nothing further. She throws me a glance from the corner of her eye while she watches people pass by, but I couldn't say why. I realize though that this is the first time I've talked naturally about my condition with anyone. In a way, a group of boys walk past us to Rin's classroom, but she doesn't pay them any mind. They pay none to her either. My mind wanders off, spurred by the silence. Maybe I should have let her listen to my heart. It's not like it matters. Nothing really matters that much at the end of the day. I start feeling depressed for no reason again. It's like a tidal wave out of nowhere rolling over my consciousness, submerging me underwater. I feel a sigh coming out of my mouth, and I turn away from Rin, pretending to read a poster on the wall. It's an advertisement for the school festival, promoting an event almost a week past. The difference between me and Rin is that I'll be more likely than not dead before turning 30, while she can't eat oranges without help. I can't decide which one of us is off worse. I try to grasp the passing of time, but it seems hard. I'm still used to the rhythm of the hospital, where trivialities such as the day of the week or time of day doesn't really matter. Everything was the same, no matter what. Rediscovering the significance of time is an oddly disorienting experience, and I find myself enjoying the fact that I can categorize events in this fashion. The relevancy of a ticking clock is surprisingly delightful, and I decide to start wearing an analog wristwatch, something I didn't used to do before. When I finally ask Rin on Thursday about something that's been bothering me for the entire week, it's already lunchtime. The time is somewhere between 11:06 and 11:07, as my watch doesn't have a hand to show seconds. It's the old-fashioned kind with a black leather strap and titanium casing. It doesn't look very flashy, but the wristwatch doesn't need it to be. Hey! Remember that sketch you made of me? How you said I look grim and gloomy or something? I'd like to know what you meant by that. She gives me a weird look and tilts her head a few degrees to the left, but doesn't say anything for a while. Well, you see, we've known each other for 2 weeks, and I haven't seen you smile even once. Her striking observation gives me a pause. Have I stopped smiling? I have to take what she says as truth. She has no reason to lie. Something about the way she puts it annoys me. I frown at Rin, then try to correct my expression to look less depressed. I haven't been in the cheeriest of moods during the past few months or so. This is true. Does it show so much that someone like Rin can tell after so little contact with me? Should I try to smile more at Rin? Maybe she could appreciate it, having such a neutral face herself almost all the time. Have I really stopped smiling? I see. Should I smile more? I don't mind either way. Be as you are. You can't help being Hisao anyway. But it bothers you. I just noticed it. That's all. Emmy skips along the hallway, jumps to a sharp stop when she reaches us, and lightly pats Rin's shoulder. Ready for lunch? Depends on what lunch is today. Remember that stew from March? Never again that. Let's go anyway. I'm starving. As they are about to depart, Emmy turned from her friend to me, seemingly as an afterthought, and smiles charmingly. By the way, Hisao, her tone is way too sweet and soft to be sincere. I can sense the trap about to be sprung upon me by this miniature health devil. Health devil. I know what she's about to say even before she continues, because I've been trying to avoid her all week. I still haven't seen you at the track this entire week. Maybe I've been there when you haven't. That's impossible. I'm there all the time. But you sleep and go to class. I do those at the same time as you do. Yeah, I know. I just haven't been able to pick myself up. Don't rat me out to the nurse, okay? Running just isn't my thing, and I haven't come up with a good alternative. Why don't you come to the track meet this weekend? Maybe you'll get inspired. Track meet? Oh yeah, we can see Emmy kick ass again. Yeah, people from other schools come here for some friendly track and field action. It's on Sunday afternoon, hell yeah. Even though this is the Rin route, I would pay to go to this freaking track meet just to see Emmy kick some butt again because that was amazing. I can't think of any reason not to go. Sure, I'll come and cheer for you. I guess you'll be running? Of course! You'll get to see me beat them all! But bye now! If I don't get something to eat, I'll die! See you later. Bye, Rin. I promise I'll smile next time. I call after her as a bit of an afterthought. Afterwards, I feel embarrassed about it and wonder why I said anything at all. That night, when I'm doubly certain that Kenji won't be barging in the bathroom, I look in the mirror and smile at my reflection. The me in the mirror, smiling at the me in the bathroom, looks awfully fake. Well, I'm gonna end the video here. My throat seems to be holding up alright, but I'm still gonna take some breaks between recording videos. I'm gonna try probably recording a second one. Not sure if I'm gonna upload it today or tomorrow, but I'm gonna try and get this one up today for sure. It will be probably a bit later tonight than usual, but it'll be up regardless. So yeah, I'm feeling a bit better, so that's good. So hopefully within the next 1 or 2 days I'll just be back to completely 100% and going at it full strength once again. So I apologize, you know, for the sickness, even though it's not really my fault, but I still feel bad about it for some reason. Like it just kind of it just sucks for me personally so much when I feel like, oh my god, I'm laying in bed and sick right now, but I could be recording videos instead, and it just feels so bad for me. But nevertheless, I just want to thank you guys so much again for watching. Please like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.